He's here.
Okay.
He's logged in. And then my associate, Aloysius Paul, is also here.
Okay.
Yes. So
So
we're
we
ready
can
to
call up the
proceed.
matter. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Please let me have the case. Oh, this is. Call
Mr.
up the
Ibrahim
matter.
is muted so that he can unmute himself.
Okay.
Resume that Lagos Day, Wednesday 29th.
She's calling up the case.
Yes, my lord.
2026.
Okay.
Before His Lordship, Honorable Justice M.N. Esowe. Case number NICN/LA/331/2021 between Heavy Machinery Dealership Limited and one Mr. Sani Yakub. 2. Matthews Global Trading and Sourcing Limited. Minor parties are absent.
Parties are present.
Who is present?
Clement's representative is present.
Okay. Clement.
What's his name?
Your name.
Is represented by who?
Mention your name.
Your name. Jide. Okay.
Yes.
Jide Shodim. Okay. What's your designation?
I'm the logistics coordinator.
Okay. Logistics coordinator. Yes, okay. Sit down.
Thank you.
Yes. Who is the defendant? How many defendants?
2. The defendants are absent.
Okay. First and second defendants are not represented and they're absent. Defendants absent.
Yes.
Appearances, please.
May it please, my lord, my name is Samuel Ibrahim, sir.
Okay.
I'm appearing for the claimant.
Esquire. For the claimant. Yes.
Respectfully, my lord.
Yes.
Ebuka Ekanyan for the defendants. With me, sir, is Aloysius Paul Gapa.
Okay. Aloysius Paul. Aloysius Paul who?
Gapa.
Gapa.
Gapa is spelled G-A-P-A.
Okay. That's correct. Yes, are you for the...
For the defendants, my lord.
Okay. Very well.
My lord?
What? Yes.
The matter is slated for adoption of final written address.
Very well.
And we are ready to proceed. On the last adjourned date, my lord had frowned on the claimant's refusal to file their written address, even after they have been given ample time. And my lord awarded a cost of 100,000 naira. My lord,
has it been paid up?
To today, it has not been paid. And we've also not been served with their written address. You know, my lord, I don't know how we intend to proceed today. You know, I'm not sure what their plan is. Whatever steps that they ought to have taken, if at all they wanted to take any step, they should have taken it before today. And I'll leave it to the court's discretion on next steps.
Okay. Yes, luckily, Mr. Samuel Ibrahim is for the claimant.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Yes, my lord.
So what do you...
Yes, my lord. At the last adjourned date.
Yes.
Okay, let me start with the issue of cost. The issue of cost, I honestly didn't present it to the client, but I can pay it today. In fact, just before I leave this court, I will pay that one. It's not an issue. It's an oversight.
Okay. Very well.
Secondly, my lord, like we stated at the last adjourned date, that we are unable to file our written address because there are omissions in the records as presented to us by the court. And your lordship gave an order that we should meet the registrars and try to sort it out. My lord, we were able to do that, and we discovered that those documents are there in the court's file. However, they are not recorded as any exhibits. And we looked at the written address filed by the defendants, made so much issue on the absence of those documents, because we are alleging theft of trade secrets. There are evidences on record whether the matter was reported to police or not. Of course, it was reported. And we filed those petitions to police, and then the referral of the case to the DIG's office, which are in the court's record. But your lordship gave an order that we should find out, try to refer. We found out that those documents are in the court's record. In fact, what was recorded were different. In fact, there were a mix-up on the defendant's documents and the claimant's documents. Documents tendered by claimants are designated as defendant's documents. Documents tendered by the claimants, defendants are designated as claimant's documents. That's what we found out as at yesterday. I was before your lordship yesterday, and I waited and checked those records. So, my lord, without rectifying these documents, sir, I'm aware of Supreme Court's position in respect of this kind of mix-up, so that we don't waste the whole time. At the end of the day, they say go and do the trial because some documents that were tendered there was no record to show that they were admitted or rejected. It will take me 2-3 days to file written address on this matter. They are ready, but on this issue, my lord, I would like the court record to assist us to be put in proper perspectives. I think there are errors in those who label it. So they mixed up, and the person who typed out the record omitted these vital pieces of documents. That's the reason why we have not filed now.
My lord, if I may comment, my lord, it's quite.
Can I finish, please?
My lord, sir, I would have to step in at this particular point in time because counsel is actually misleading this court, and he's fond of it. Counsel is. I'm sorry, my lord. I don't want to use the words that I have in my reservoir for this. I can't even call him a gentleman. I'm sorry. His practice is.
You have to watch your language. You have to watch your language.
I can't. No. You have used words.
You don't talk to me like that.
You have used words on me, please.
You don't talk to me like that.
On me. You are a very
like that.
horrible person. I'm sorry to say.
Please, I don't like
a horrible human being.
I don't like what is happening here. Am I to believe that two learned gentlemen are exchanging words in the court, in the open court?
My lord, he started insulting, my lord.
My lord, I didn't start anything, my lord. My lord, I want to put proper perspective into this, my lord. My lord, the court's record is clear. There can be no confusion as to the court's record. My lord, these documents that he's making mention of, my lord, thankfully, my lord, I had sent one of my associates to court. And apparently, surreptitiously, those documents that he's making mention of were surreptitiously put in the court file. Not that he referenced it, they are not part of his list of documents. They're also not part of his additional list of documents that he's making mention of. My lord, the documents that he tendered are captured in his list of documents, an additional list of documents. These documents that he's making mention of now, my lord,
you have those documents with you.
Put it in the court file.
You have those
because
documents.
Because there's no way my lord will not take record of those documents that he's making mention of.
Look at this man.
My lord, properly labeled all our documents. My lord, we have our documents properly labeled. All the documents that we tendered are tendered as defendants' documents. There is no mix-up whatsoever. My lord, be that as it may, my lord, so that we don't waste time. Whatever he wants, whatever practice, Jankara practice he wants to do at this particular, let him do it. My lord, we're ready to proceed this case. My lord, we have further written address.
Now,
since last year, May. Since last year, May. So he wants to tender, my lord, those documents, whatever document he wants to tender, my lord, we are able to, my lord, if he tender those documents now, we can even amend our final written address in 2 seconds and treat those issues of those documents. My lord, there's no mix-up on our parts. He cannot speak to our documents that we've tendered. He cannot speak to the documents that have been clearly labeled on our parts, my lord. My lord, those documents that he's making mention of, my lord, yesterday, thankfully I sent an associate to confirm, because as he was telling those documents, the registrar intimated us that, there's something that is just coming up. These documents that he made mention of now, who tendered it? How was it tendered? I said,
yes, and
know.
when?
On when was it tendered?
So that the court can go
through mention of his list of documents. You not mention his additional list of documents.
My lord, you go through a record. It's stated there.
Yes, my lord.
The documents are stated in your lordship record.
Now. He cannot. Whatever the documents are stated in your lordship record.
Now, Mr. Samuel, listen to yourself.
The documents are stated in your lordship record.
When did you file something to show that
this court record cannot be tampered with? If he wants to bring in those documents,
can you conduct some form of decorum?
But he cannot say that these documents were tendered and the court did not make mention of it. My lord is a very diligent and meticulous court. You can't say that at this particular point.
Thank you and all that. Please, let me talk to my the Learned Council, that is Mr. Samuel Ibrahim.
Yes, my lord.
Now, when did you discover that the documents you were talking about were not in the court's records? Or when did you discover that they were not labeled and marked as exhibits? When?
Your lordship gave order at the last adjourned date, and I was there with the court registrar. We checked together. We checked that file together.
She's saying that it was yesterday. She's saying now that it was yesterday.
Yes, my lord.
Exactly.
I'm not denying that. I even said it myself. That I was here before your lordship yesterday, and I waited after the case to go and check.
Since last month, he only came yesterday.
Can you listen? So will you keep quiet so that my lord will address me?
Don't tell me will I keep quiet. Don't talk to me like that. Who's your mate? Am I your mate?
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Am I your mate?
Behave as gentlemen. I don't like
my
this.
lord, we need to know. My lord needs to know when we are called, sir. With due respect, sir. We need to know. You need to know when we are called.
You think it's by your beards and your haggard face. Am I your mate?
Mr. Ekanyao.
My lord, this man has insulted me. He will text me on WhatsApp and insult me, insult my family. I will not take it anymore, my lord. He insults me regularly, and I won't take it anymore.
Show the court the insult. Not sit down there, my lord. On this basis,
I will present it before the court. I have all your records.
My lord, I'm going to raise serious objection to clients saying I'm attending to this. I will raise it.
And this is very terrible. Now that the court wants to take your for you to adopt your final written addresses.
Yes, my lord.
Why can't you do that? Because I know that if I don't do that, if I don't take this adoption today, one of you will write, even to NJC or to all the high authorities, that this court has refused to give. Yes.
I've appeared before my lordship in Abuja. I did a case. I can never do that. I know my lordship very well. I can never.
Okay.
Right against the judge. Well. I can never do that.
Thank you. I know that. Yes.
On my own, I can never do that.
But please, I want you to admit one thing. Can you admit that if you had seen something that was not properly done, that what you need to have done was to let the court know?
Which I did last time.
Last time, which is yesterday. When did you let?
At the last adjourned them, my lord. Check your record, my lord. At the last adjourned them, your lordship gave order that you meet them. They are aware. That's why they took me to check the file. Allow me to talk. That's why he interjected.
My lord can check the court. The court record is clear. I'll leave it to the court records, my lord. There's no need to argue on this issue.
At the last adjourned them, your lordship gave a clear order. Meet the registrars.
Let my lord read her orders. Let my lord read her orders. You can't put words in the court records.
The court registrars are here. The court registrars are here. I can't come and lie on my honor, for goodness sake. I can't.
Yes, the court registrar is here too.
Yes, my lord.
The court registrar is here.
Yes, my lord.
Registrar.
At the last adjourned date.
Please. Come. A counsel is saying that on the last adjourned date, that there were some documents they tendered that were not in the court's file. Is it what you're saying? And the court ordered that you should check it out with the registrar. Is that what you're saying, sir?
Yes, my lord.
Mr. Samuel, yes.
Yes, my lord.
Yes. So how did it happen? Did you check it and did you see that the documents were not in tendered or in the course file or
in the course file, but not marked as exhibit. Not marked as exhibit.
Yes, it was not marked, and I'm asking who tendered it. Who tendered the document? Because I
tendered the documents.
I looked through your list of documents. It was not listed. I checked your front-loaded documents. It was not front-loaded. So I was wondering who tendered, how it came into the file. That's why it does not have a number.
Because I was in court yesterday. My lord, I sent an associate of mine in court, and I said, it's not even part of my own personal record of proceedings because I have my own records too, apart from the court records. There is nothing of such. And all he needs to do is to bring an application to tender those documents. If I thought he didn't tender it, not that he will surreptitiously put some documents in the court file and say that, there's a
mixture. He tendered through a witness. That's all I wanted to know. Maybe Mr. Samuel tendered through a witness. Because
The
it's not
witness, you
The
get
witness
those
is here.
documents too.
Mr.
The
Ebuka,
witness is here.
calm down.
Mr. Buka should be
Calm
calm
I will
down,
down.
calm
please.
down. I
Not
apologize
okay.
for my behavior this afternoon, my
Okay,
lord.
because it's very unusual. I've
My
never
lord,
seen you this
it's
way.
unusual, my lord,
Mm,
because I'm pained.
mm.
I'm honestly pained and hurt by
Okay, all
this
right.
In
learned
fact,
counsel.
my lord, let me say something, my lord. We found out
Okay.
that on your record,
When was it
you even
tendered?
mentioned those documents. Yes, you wrote it. You wrote it on your record. You wrote those
What day?
documents.
What time?
It's in the
On what
record
date?
now. We saw it yesterday. If I can have the record, we still checked it. That you mentioned those
Before that,
documents.
even my
But
lord
those
has
documents,
mentioned it. Did you
listen to
tender those
talk, please.
documents? How was the document tendered? Who did you
Please
tender it to?
let us take this thing calmly. And in fact, if there's anybody to be agitated, it's the court. But I'm taking this very calmly because I want us to sort out this so you can
Yes, my lord.
adopt whatever you want to adopt, and the court will do the needful so that there will
My
be
lord,
no
my lord,
problem anywhere. Yes.
my lord
So
record.
please,
Yesterday we checked it.
yes.
My lord mentioned those documents in your lordship record.
But the court did not.
They were not tagged. They were not attached anything as exhibit anything. We found out
But
yesterday. I can't go.
was it
Do I own the court?
was
He
it
said I
marked?
smuggled. My lord, I take exception to that kind of accusation. And your lordship needs to frown at it, that kind of accusation. If it is found out that the documents were mentioned by your lordship, but not labeled as exhibit, I take serious exception to counsel. And he was okay, we'll meet. I know where to meet him. For what he has told to me today. I know where to meet him. He's on record.
I know where to
Counsel,
meet you too. I know where to
that is a
meet you too.
very
You
bad thing
cannot
to
threaten
say.
me. I know where to
That
meet you
is
as well.
that is a very bad thing to say
My
in
lord,
this
he says he knows
present
where to meet
country.
me. I know where to meet him too.
Please,
He will not threaten
please.
me. I mean,
No, 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 no.
I'm a God-fearing person, and nobody
You are
will
not
You
threaten
are not.
me
meeting
in any
You are
anywhere.
not
manner.
God fearing. You are not. A God fearing
Nobody
person
will
cannot
threaten
talk
me.
like
As
this.
long as I have God beside me and my
Oh.
family, no weapon of the enemy shall prosper against me.
I'm not even
No
thinking of that. I'm
weapon.
talking about legally, as in legal before
No,
disciplinary
whatever
committee.
you want to do,
Yes,
whatever you're planning to
legally,
do, it will not.
legally.
You will not achieve it. You will not achieve it. Legally or not
So
legally, you can never achieve
if
it.
I can know the date they were tendered, maybe the court did not mark them as exhibits.
That's what I'm saying, my
So
lord.
but let me know the date, please,
Yes,
because I
in
have
fact,
my record like here, and that such a thing is not what the court can forget. I will say this is admitted in evidence, full stop. I mean, I
yes, my
have
lord.
to mark it as an exhibit.
My lord, I saw
Usually.
yesterday the mistake I made was that I didn't even check the date that your lordship record that those exhibits. Because I recall, I brought a bundle of documents. The one he objected to, we addressed them. But the rest were ought to have been admitted. But those ones, strangely, they didn't label it as exhibits.
So
They
why
didn't.
can't you check? Why can't you give my lord the dates on which those documents you
I
claim were
don't have the
tendered?
file here, my dear. I don't have the file here.
No, but you should have your. You can't come to court and say you don't have the file. You can't come to court and do your due diligence yesterday, and you
I
did
don't
not
have the court.
document
I don't have
everything
the
that you
court
thought was
file
an
here.
error.
Listen to the language. I don't have the court file before me.
No,
I
but
checked the court
you
file
were
yesterday. I
yesterday
don't have
before
the
the
court
court.
file.
You were in court yesterday and you did your due diligence and you found out that some of these errors happened. You could have checked those dates under which you tendered those documents.
If my lord can grant a very short adjournment, we'll go through. I'm here. We'll go through that same file, and I will pinpoint. We will know the date so that Lord can look at it yourself. I'm not here. I can't. I mean, for this case,
Okay. You're suggesting the court stands the matter down?
yes, my lord, possible so that we can look at the file.
My lord, for this case to proceed, I will not object. My lord, anything, as long as he does it through the court procedures, I'm fine with it. And we are given an opportunity to respond accordingly. My lord, I want to adopt this matter and my lord determine this case on its merit. My lord, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. So, my lord, if my lord would
Honestly,
adjourn shortly.
this is just because the court is minded to hear this thing today and
Yes, my lord.
have it done with. So and this thing started very late. It's past 2 now. So the court is going to stand this matter down for 30 minutes.
As the court pleases.
Yes. This matter is now stood down for 30 minutes to
As
enable
the court pleases.
the counsel on the defense counsel to bring the court up to speed on what's happened to his
What we found out.
documents.
As the court places,
Yes.
we are very grateful, sir.
Very well. Okay.
Those copies. Most grateful, sir.
Very well. Thank you.